recap on what just happened. Sloth appeared magically out of nowhere because he wasn't here before. He met the knight that just tried to slash Scotchleaf's face off. Then he knocked the greatsword out of his hand, and then just casually picked it up and handed it over to E.T. Then Quix runs around the corner. Then Quix runs around the corner and yells at him to surrender or we'll burn you alive. And he was apparently thoroughly terrifying, being the tiefling that he is.
Well, no,
he
just caught himself on fire, so there's this burning man running around the corner.
What?
That's what I imagine.
Man's not hot.
Man's not hot.
Anyway.
And then JJ is trying to do the honorable thing or whatever. Is like you're gonna surrender and we're gonna tie you up, and then he runs off through the doorway and closes the door.
Can we go and
Excellent.
break down this person, please? Break down the door. Go.
Yeah,
now.
I was just gonna. Well, it's okay. It's ET's turn. So just let ET do his thing, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna full
You
body charge the
disengaged.
door.
We're not in combat anymore.
Yeah,
It's not combat.
Yeah.
Go. Run. Let's go.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna body charge the door.
Same.
I'll
Make
follow.
Body charge. Well, you can't.
Make
It's
a
a one-man
strength check.
corridor.
6.
That would be
Plus
like
4,
a 10.
10.
That you hit the door and you hear a little crack, but you don't seem to get through it.
We're
I
going
did
again,
start
boys.
shoving people out the way.
We're going again, boys. 1.
No.
5.
Hold on, slap.
Can I move into the front and
Nope.
stop?
You can't
Roll
just,
a
you
one.
can't just breeze past the critical failure and act like it didn't happen.
So Sloth
The video of
hurt himself.
Have you ever seen a video with the Marines that are like at that
Okay.
house, and then the one
Hey,
runs up to
my-
kick the door in, and then he jumps into the air with both feet and kicks at it.
My intelligence is 7, so I'm not exactly the
Sloth
smartest guy.
Sloth does exactly that. He kicks at the door, except the door doesn't budge, and he just hits the back of his head on the floor. It kind of hurts. As you're doing all of that, you hear like multiple pairs of footsteps rumbling around inside the room, and you hear the scream, a very high-pitched, shrill scream, just right from beyond that door.
We're getting late tonight, boys.
Well, I bet you the captive is now dead. God damn it.
The human woman sounds in distress. How excellent.
Hey,
gosh.
the warlock.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, I'm just gonna try to open the door then.
Hilariously, after everyone has been slamming against the door, the rogue just calmly pulls the door open.
I'm serious.
The door was
I
open.
didn't say the door was locked. I said it was closed.
I said,
Nice
was
job,
the
guys.
door
Nice job,
locked?
guys.
No, you didn't. That's not what you asked.
Motherfucker. Alright, no, let's just keep going. Let's
Alright.
go.
Just the rogue opens the door. I'm gonna rush in. So.
Okay, so
I'm gonna rush in right
the
after he
room's
opens
gonna
the
be
door.
the room's wide enough for 2 people wide now.
I'll just stand in
Okay.
the doorway.
Well,
and shoot
I'm gonna
him.
rush to the front. Okay.
All right, so that's the order you're going in then. In the room, what you will find is that now this man is not alone. Seems that he's had a couple of friends with him. They look to be
Is our initiative the same?
Initiative's the same. I'm gonna have to roll different initiative for these fucks. I use this, even though this is not even remotely what they look like. It seems that he's actually rearmed himself with another greatsword. Must have had a spare.
It's okay.
Seems like some Deus Ex Machina right there.
Knock it out of his hands.
I'm coming for it. Wait till he rolls initiative for these guys, and then I'm coming for that sword. We're getting another one, boys. Okay.
Do it.
I am going to sprint up to this man with the greatsword and aggressively headbutt him to where his fucking sword's gonna fall out of his goddamn hands again. All right.
You're gonna
Do it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Please, 20. Get a 20. Please get a 20.
15.
15. Plus. Oh, it doesn't have any plus. Oh, it has plus 6 because it's a.
If you're headbutting, it'd be plus
whatever.
strength, but that would be enough.
Plus 4 anyway.
You specified that you're headbutting.
That's fine. Yeah, plus 4. 19.
I have to look up how to do unarmed
My
damage.
God.
It'd be
Jesus Christ.
It'd be one.
I'm taking your main like villain here and just punching him around like nothing.
Like that.
And
how
like
Commissar
the first time, the great sword is taken out of his hand, and it's down at his feet.
Really?
Alright, okay, second action. I have intimidation. I am going to aggressively yell to try and get these little cronies with little resolve out of there. Gonna fucking scream at them, alright?
Alright.
Please, let
intimidation.
this work. 11 plus?
11 plus. Would that be intimidation? So plus 3.
One crony at that point, see that one of the ones in the back, it just lowers his weapon and looks like he's wavering. Other crony in the back also does the same. But the one in the front looks like he's gonna stay steadfast.
Yeah. So ET formed a first rank in front of me.
Oh god.
You don't have guns, quick.
2-0.
Crouching.
And I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna use the force one. I'm gonna fire the Eldritch blast at the little guy who isn't wavering.
Oh my god. Romo, I'm so sorry. I'm like taking your villains and just beating them around.
You've turned the encounter on its head because you have something that no one else had when I thought of all
17.
this.
17.
7 damage. So that beam just slams into him and he has to stagger for a moment to recover from like the massive force that just impacted him.
You're next.
Now it is the knight's turn. But the knight's
He's
gonna reach
unarmed.
down and pick up his sword.
Oh,
And
Oh, I should have handed it to ET again.
Dang it, Sloth.
And then,
Sloth.
considering how annoyed he is, he's gonna try and like a full-on overhand strike right down on Sloth's head
Wait, isn't that?
Come at me,
No.
you bitch.
to attack. So that did not work.
Yo.
He grunts
Yes,
in frustration.
So it just bounced off the side of my Molium forehead.
God.
I'll sneak attack with my short bow the knight guy.
Shoot for it, buddy.
Roll.
Oh,
No.
Damn it.
Unless you have a
Wait, is that a
modifier
1?
that's...
Oh god.
No, it's not a 1, but it's pretty
You know
damn
what the
close.
That's the
one
one
out-
I was about to say, he's
I'll
gonna
have
shoot me in the
flashbacks
back.
now.
Fucking brace my sword and just fucking charge his ass. Regular attack.
No.
2.
Alright,
Do it again.
I have another one though. One more. Same thing.
1.
Oh god.
No!
Here we go, boys.
JJ, make a dexterity check.
For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna hit you so hard if I hit you.
18. Get out of here.
Oh, thank god.
Problem.
Luckily, you're quick
Hey,
enough to
you
avoid
get
the
back here.
wild... Where are you going, Quicks?
He's running.
I see how this is gonna go.
JJ's character is lucky enough to duck under the wild swing that comes from Sloth after he somehow manages to swing sideways instead of forwards. Just right
Are
over
you-
his head.
Are you blind?
Shut your mouth.
Looking guy.
I know. Is there a way I can like sneak through here so I can have a clear view of all three of them?
It's 2-man.
It's 2-man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the same spell again. Then I'll do the Eldritch blast.
Anyways,
you're
that
good.
shot was way too close. You could feel the air as that barely went right by your head.
Uh-oh.
Does
You
it
might
mean
even-
it hit?
I guess he's right by his head.
You might even swear that it even drew a little bit of blood from the tip just grazing your ear. That's how close it was.
Damn.
Okay.
And then it skitters off the wall and down to the end of the hallway.
Whew.
I'm gonna
Close
pick that
call.
up later and sell it.
And,
Are you a hoarder,
Probably
Sloth?
got wrecked when it hit the wall.
I'm gonna have so much random shit on me by the end of this.
You're gonna give it all to ET to carry.
oh no.
Oh no. Wait, when did I become the pet?
Get it!
I'm gonna hit the knight.
Of course you are.
Yeah. I'm not sure all I can do is keep casting my my Eldritch blasts at him.
I crouched for the third
Quicks
time.
is just back there, like, going like... just like...
Just throwing so much fucking shade into that room.
Just fires laser beams into the room.
Laser beam.
Do they come out of his mouth, or, like, fingers?
Hands, I think.
Yeah, it'd be his hands.
Unlimited power.
Alright, so let's see what I get. I'm aiming at the knight.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no!
Adding one to the counter.
No!
Yes, add one to the counter.
No!
Sloth and JJ make dexterity saves.
Shit.
Oh,
What do I use? A D20?
oh, thank
D20.
goodness.
20. I got 20. I'm good.
16. Oh, it was 3 for a second.
Quicks has to sneeze at the last second when he's casting his Eldritch Blast.
I
And
looked
he
back
waves it
at him.
side to side wildly, all while missing everyone of importance. But you two have to duck
we
very
all
quickly.
hit the ground.
You both have to hit the fucking deck to not get hit by that beam of energy.
It's a good thing I was crouching in advance.
Yeah.
I looked back at the tiefling and I was like, are you okay?
So I'm gonna say if we turned around, we couldn't see what it was.
Considering you all are past the bend, most likely not.
Okay.
Let's be careful.
I totally missed that. What's behind me?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay.
Plus 2, that's 10.
Ooh, that hurt.
I'm
He's looking bloodied, but he's still ticking.
doing it again. That's a hit.
Uh-huh.
Two, that's 8.
This guy just will not die, will he? He's still going.
You see
Still
that?
holding that
You
great
see that,
sword with furious
What's
anger.
Sloth's character's name again?
It is, oh god, Rosamok.
You see that,
Russell.
Rosamok? That's how you attack someone. Hit.
Bitch, I have fucking lawful evil. I will reach over there and slap your ass so hard.
Oh, kinky.
I'm gonna fucking fist you so goddamn hard.
No, Sloth.
Stop it.
Not during the battle. Wait till after. Just
E.T. has gone just to the edge of the corner where you can see around.
Yep.
What you would see in the room that precedes you is 2 more bandits that seem to have come from nowhere. Perhaps there was a patrol that was scouting around the forest looking for intruders.
do they know what's going on here?
Now that they see you, they know there is something going on.
Close the
Damn.
He was
door.
sneaking, wasn't it? Oh no, he was dashing.
No, he ran over there.
Okay, I'm gonna whip out the lance.
Pike.
Or pike, yeah, and then do a pokey thing on that guy.
Oh yeah, because
Over
you
E.T.'s
can't.
shoulder.
You can stab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Go for it.
brace it on E.T.'s shoulder and shank him in the dick. Not targeting, but with the
okay.
vague idea of the dick.
Okay, go for it.
Not targeting, just the vague idea of the penis being there.
Roll.
Just the vague idea of a penis being there.
2.
2! Oh my god!
Sloth, this is what happens when you fight with me. This is
What? How?
You
many-
accidentally shank ET in the dick.
This is the third.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on all these motherfuckers.
Now, next time.
He's the D.
Oh, I killed one.
Yes. Good.
Dead.
What about the other
Yeah,
one?
burn him.
The other one.
Burn him.
Knight looks even more annoyed now, and with little bits of flame singeing his armor. He wouldn't roll more damage. It's
He's already dead.
yes.
Yes. That was just the night.
Yeah, so I took out his 2 lackeys. It's just the knight who's on the floor because he died.
I'm going to go in front of Quicks and go in dodge stance.
Okay.
Didn't dodge that one.
Hell out of there. Second one disengages and starts to limp off. No, I didn't sign up for this.
These should be a lot faster. I'm gonna squeeze my way past these two nerds and come over to the knight and strip him of his armor. Because I want.
Is that really necessary?
I don't give a shit.
His armor looks too battered to be used and is also the wrong size.
Oh, God damn it.
You know, since you've just been wailing on it for a solid 15 minutes.
I did headbutt it and apparently hit it hard enough that it...
You hit it with a sword.
You also headbutt.
Well, I hit it with my forehead too.
I'm gonna ask the knight what's in the room behind him.
The room behind him, he gestures his head towards the corner, where now you can see a cage. Been too focused on the fight to notice it before. And there is a girl who seems to be relatively unharmed, but looks incredibly scared, incredibly dirty, and, you know, is in a cage, forced to kneel like a dog because it's not tall enough for her to stand. Well, there's that. That's pretty much the only thing in this room besides that thing. He tips his head backwards now because he's not turning his back to you guys. And from there you can see a statue of what looks to be an ancient sort of knight, almost in like Roman style armor. Except he has a long sword, the weapon of a knight. And there's a small inscription below it on a sort of stone plaque.
What does it say?
Is this a stone statue, or is this actual armor on the statue?
It's a stone statue.
Yeah.
You can't make it slow.
I want it!
No.
Can I go up and read the inscription?
You may. The inscription reads, "To those worthy of just gains, you must know the words that bind the most noble cause."
Why have you done this to this woman? What is your purpose?
Ransom money, really.
Rotate. Okay.
I can respect this.
I mean, should I have done it? Probably not. Am I regretting it? I'm not gonna lie, I'm regretting it a little bit right now. Just a little bit.
Ask why she was ransomed.
Why did you choose her for the ransom?
Innkeeper's gotta be wealthy, right?
now.
Well, they're not in combat, but we should switch over to ET.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll let
he will
ET
choose to do.
let ET finish his thing. Eat, eat, skeet, repeat, boys.
And then I think that's +2 again.
Alright, with that, takes an arrow square to the back and falls right onto his face.
Aww.
His face falls right into funnily enough, falls right into the bowl. That offering bowl in the first room.
Am I allowed to then use cutting action to dash up to him and loot his body?
Sure.
Freaking
I'll do that.
asshole.
Who's the real bandit here, eh?
Wait, I like how we're so unbelievably greedy. Grumbles angrily that you fucking headbutted before.
Didn't appreciate getting hit with the head though. That was a little bit insulting.
You can't even find the humor in that?
Can't find the humor when I have a fucking headache.
Yeah, and that was kind
Not
of
bad.
a bit unorthodox anyway, so...
Some might even
How
call
much
it
was
dirty
the-
fighting, but
So how much is the girl's ransom worth, huh?
No, we have a job to do.
I like this line of questioning.
we were hoping to get about 100 gold from the poor sod.
And where do we have to take her? Theoretically, anyway.
Alright.
Do you have a key to the
I'm going
cage?
I have nothing to say. I was honorably defeated. Except dishonorable moves.
Well, I am going to walk back here. How do you turn these fucking characters? Alright, and I am going to slit his Achilles tendon.
No, come on.
Oh,
Really?
Damn.
wow.
As
He lets out a
this,
scream of pain, and he goes from standing to quickly on the ground, laying down. It's quite a gruesome sight now. You can see his leg just sliced open.
I pinch the bridge of my nose.
You will never, ever take another woman hostage.
Was that
And
really
you can
necessary?
Never, ever.
I'll never ever fucking do any honest work either.
Was that really necessary?
I'd like to use burning hands.
Oh my god, we're horrible people.
I'm just gonna walk to the cage.
Oh, I was just gonna maim him. Come on,
Considering he can't do anything to get out of the way.
Can I just grab the keys first and then walk to the cage to open the cage
There's
to
no
get
keys.
the girl out of here?
He has nothing else.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the keys and open the cage.
I'd like to point out JJ's in the way of burning hands as he cast it.
If you're moving around you moved around that way.
Wait before you cast.
I won't cast into JJ if I see him moving behind him.
Okay.
I'll wait for him to move and then fry this guy.
Damn.
You know what, I'm just gonna
Going
stab
over
him in the back.
going over to the cage, you would realize that the keys are not over anywhere in sight in the room.
Where's the keys before you kill this man? Tell us where's the keys and we'll give you a swift death.
Can I also do something before Quick brings him alive?
Sure.
I'll just let JJ do his thing first.
Keys? Oh, gave him to one of my lackeys. Forget which one.
He doesn't sound like very much pain. Give me a pain to voice Rummel.
Don't remember which one.
I yell out, Wolf!
Sexy.
Come here and search the bodies. Search the bodies. See if anyone
Okay.
has a key.
I walk
Alright,
in.
well, I'm just gonna stab him in the back. We promised
No.
him a quick death.
No.
We can't burn him alive. I'm just gonna shank him.
I
Or
walk.
I'm just gonna. He's laying on the ground. I'm just gonna shove my sword right into the back of his heart.
And so he lets out his final breath and falls silent very quickly. Just on the ground, now covered in blood. It's a really gruesome sight. Never even saw his face for speaking at the moment.
I'm
And
gonna
she-
reach in and grab her hand and try and ferret her out very slowly.
And so, with a little bit of effort, he manages to squeeze through the slightly separated bars and out.
I'm gonna try and support her and hold her up and calmly use a rally ability on her, while so that we can question her.
What does that do again?
It'll make her not shaky.
Oh, that's right. I mean, even at that point, after a few minutes of just having some time to breathe and calm down and realize that she has indeed been saved, he looks between all of you. Thank you so much for coming for me. How did you know that I was here?
Town people were worried. They hired us to go search for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I could smell your stench from the other side of the dungeon.
Your father said he was much gold.
He looks a little uneasy. All right. Can you take me home?
Let's
Yes,
go.
follow us. We'll head back. And E.T., could I have that longsword from you?
What longsword? I don't have one.
Yeah, you do. I gave you one.
How did I set fire to everyone in the room without killing her?
Yes, you can have the great sword back.
Let's not question that, actually. I never asked that.
I'm not gonna double back on that because I didn't catch that at the time, but that would have been fucking hilarious.
I'm not gonna ask that.
God, that would have sucked.
You just cast
Yeah.
a cone of fire and burned. We're gonna say that one of them was standing in front of her at the time, and it shielded her from the fire.
E.T. Quicks, would you like to give it a look over?
I'm gonna go back to the door in the corridor. The alcove or whatever it is, and I'm going to use detect magic on it.
You're gonna go back to where?
Where the secret door is.
After casting detect magic, you indeed detect that the door has a magical presence of some sort. Hard to tell exactly what it is, but it seems that this is no normal door. It doesn't seem like it has any sort of trap rune or anything.
Right. We really need Pug with his magic door opening thing. I guess I can fire some magic at it.
If you're gonna do that, please warn everybody.
Hey guys, I'm gonna shoot this door with my magic and see what happens.
Alright,
I'm
everybody
gonna
pick
put
up.
weapons on. I cannot find it.
Okay,
Alright.
try 140.
It says
Try 140.
it's 146.
Just hit 140.
140.
I'm gonna try and push the door with the Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
No.
Is that a one? One
to the counter.
There's no real way that could go wrong other than you just didn't hit the door at all.
Try again.
You can keep trying.
Somewhat better.
Thing is, you rolled decently, and it's a stationary object. It wouldn't be very hard to hit that door with an Eldritch Blast. But it behaves curiously once you do that. Door actually seems to have a slight blue shimmer to it. And then you can try to make out something faint. Roll perception.
All of us?
Him. The one that's close by to the door.
Perfect.
You're able to distinctly and very clearly hear the words. For those worthy of just gains, you must know the words that bind the most noble cause.
Can I use detect magic on the statue now?
You may. Statue also seems to be magic.
I'm gonna shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
Is your solution now to every problem just to shoot it with an Eldritch Blast?
Tell me it didn't work.
You
He's
can
got a point.
you can roll it. Despite you being a skilled professional in your craft, it veers slightly off to the side and hits the wall behind the statue.
I don't know if you saw that.
This time you hit the statue dead in the face with the
Nice.
Curiously enough, it also glows blue and repeats the phrase, but this time it's very clear and everyone can hear it. The statue does not seem to react.
Hey girl, do you know what? let me read you this poem.
Of course, during all this, she looks a little bit confused as to why you're blasting a statue with a bunch of magic. Understandably.
Do you know the words that bind?
Only words I know were like in that chamber in the front. I got a glimpse of them as I was coming in. I don't know anything about words that bind. Marriage vows? I don't know.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to head back to that inscription what we read.
Yeah, there was an inscription at the entrance, wasn't there?
Yeah, last session.
The inscription at the entrance reads... it's not going to be exactly the same because I fucking forgot the words. Damn it, I should have written that down.
So the wall says, damn it, I should have written that down. Got it.
Yes, that's exactly... No, not what the wall
I
says.
shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
God damn it, Quicks.
I return. Then saying we shall protect those that protect themselves, and we pledge loyalty to our leader, who wishes nothing but the best for mankind. That's what it says in the front there.
Almost immediately after those words are uttered aloud, you can hear the sound of sliding stone. And it sounds like it's coming from behind that main room at the end.
I'm gonna brace, like I'm gonna get ready for combat just in case.
What a cliffhanger.
What a cliffhanger.
What a cliffhanger. What
Oh,
is
you had to
what
go?
is good?